Guys, this is Dynasty 3890 here with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to be going over second basemen that are under 1,000 subs. We're continuing this series. We have done starting pitchers, relievers, catchers, first baseman, and now we're doing second baseman. Now, the only thing they can be, their primary position doesn't have to be second. They have to have at least a secondary position of second base, and they have to be under 1,000 stubs. And I will tell you why I think each of these cards are great in their own, and they may be great for one reason or another, and hopefully you can find a card that fits you if you're looking for a budget second baseman. So let's get first into the list. First, we're going to go to Brock Holt on the Red Sox. It's kind of a joke on Twitch, YouTube, if you guys know anything about it, or on Twitter. If you do, put in the comments down below what the joke is. I want to see who knows about the budding joke we kind of have in the MLB community. Now, you can learn about it, and it'll be in the comments down below. But you take a look now. His inside edge stays only a 2-star, so he does have the -3 in contact and power. He's not a power hitter, but he has really solid contact. Just normally 73 and 81. Another reason why I really like this card for a budget. Look at his secondary position. So he can play second, he can play first, he can play short, he can play third. He can play anywhere on the infield. He can play left, center, and right, anywhere on the outfield. He can play anything except pitcher and catcher, which is why you can actually even have him pitch if you want. So he can do everything but catch. That's why I really like this card. If you need to have a guy on your bench just to pinch it for a little bit of contact, if you're rocking a budget team, or you just need someone to come in and fill in for a defense on an outfield or an infield position, he can do it all. So really solid card on that end, and he's dirt cheap. He's, I think, like 100-ish stubs, 82 stubs. So if you really need a good utility guy with solid contact, there is a good player right there. Next, we're going to move on to the Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to Devin Travis. I didn't even think anything of this card till I was grinding Toronto innings. Not a bad card. He can hit. I kind of like the way his stance is. He can hit pretty solidly. He always seems to have a really solid inside edge rating. Today he's 5 stars. So right now he has an 83 contact versus right and an 80 contact versus left, with powers that are right around mid to upper 50s or 60 or low 60s. Based off the inside edge. And now normally I don't say, well, it's inside edge, it changes a lot. With him, I've noticed he gets a lot of good inside edge, either like a 3-4 or a lot of 5 stars. Not great speed, not great fielding. Even though if there's one position on the diamond where I don't care as much about fielding, it's probably second base. I'm not saying it's not important, but if you bobble a ball at second base, normally you have time to get it to first. However, if you're like looking to get like a double play and they got to make a tough throw, or they got to make a quick throw, there can be situations where defense at second base matters. But Devin Travis is a really solid option. Again, cheap, 90 stubs. Next, we're going to be moving on to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. We're going to, if I can find him, he is another bronze card. Johnny Giovanni, really solid contact, 71, 72, really good vision, which will definitely help you put the bat on the ball. Again, no power, but again, this is another card I always check, and he always seems to have a really good inside edge. Today he's a 4-star, so his contacts are right around 80, powers in the low 40s. Again, second base, you're not going to find a lot of power hitters. I will show you a really good power hitter at second base though at the end of this video. But really solid just for contact, really good vision, solid fielding at 71. So not an amazing card, but not a bad card, and if it's like a card you're looking for, again, really cheap, 88 stubs. Moving on, we're going to the Miami Marlins. No, it's not D. Gordon. It's actually a third baseman. Martin Prado. Secondary positions are second base, so he qualifies, and left field and right field. And if you look, you can probably see why I like him. 95 contact versus left. He even has 70 contact versus right. Power, 56 versus left. Using the second baseman we've been looking so far, that's better than those. 42 power versus right. Really good vision again, 88 vision. Fielding's only 55, but one thing I like, he has really solid arm strength. So like if you're trying to turn 2 and there's a ground ball, there's shortstop or third base, and they're throwing the ball to second base and your second baseman gets it, you want that strong arm to get maybe just that extra half step throwing a guy out. So the 86 arm strength is actually kind of important. He doesn't have any speed, 39 speed, 6 steal, but if you want to put him in against lefties, he can rake against lefties. Moving on, we're going to be going to the Cincinnati Reds. We got Brandon Phillips. Now, contact, he's a solid contact hitter. Again, upper 60s, low 70s. He does seem to get kind of screwed on inside edge. I've noticed that. But one thing I like about him, the vision, the clutch, and then the fielding. 88 fielding. So if you are looking for more of a defensive guy at second base, he doesn't have the best arm, but he has really good fielding at 88 and really solid reaction at 77. And again, he's also very cheap. He's about 200 stubs. He's more of a defensive guy, but if you need defense at second base, Brandon Phillips is a really solid option. Moving on to the Pittsburgh Pirates, we got Josh Harrison here. Now, he isn't an amazing, he's not an amazing contact hitter, but he has really solid contact again. In the 70s, powers in the low 40s, you see a lot of these. But another thing that he has solid fielding, okay speed at 67, but he can play third, short, left, and right. So he's another option. He's kind of like a right-handed Brock Holt, I feel like, where he can do a lot of the same things that Brock Holt can. He can't play first or center, but he is right-handed, and he's a very solid card. And if you look at his value, his price, 200 stubs. Moving on to the Arizona Diamondbacks. If you want a little speed, Gene Segura's your guy. He's got solid contact in the 70s, solid vision at 81, fielding's at 72, but look on the right, 88 speed, 79 steal, and base running aggressiveness, which doesn't really matter. But yeah, the 88 speed's really important. I like him a lot. I kind of wish he was left-handed batting. That way, that speed, you get that an extra step out of the batter's box. So it's like if you're a left-handed hitter, you're a step closer to first base and right-handed. He's a right-handed hitter, so like if you want to try to do some bunt cheese or whatnot, obviously that wouldn't work out well for you. Or like those ground balls, like deep in the hole or a slow, weak swinging bunt, being right-handed does hurt you a little bit. But 88 speed is definitely nice. As you can see, 215 stubs, well below the 1,000. Moving on to the Rockies, we got a couple options here. DJ LeMahieu, really good contact, upper 70s to low 80s, really good vision, really solid vision at 72, clutches at 77, 88 field. Again, so he's kind of like Brandon Phillips, really good fielder, but he has better contact. He can also play third base. He has 78 speed, really solid card. If he just had any power, he'd be a really good player. But look, he has really good contact, really good fielding, solid speed. Goes for about 500-ish stubs, 560 stubs right now, but really solid. Another guy, if you want power, Trevor Story. He's secondary position, second base. 80 power versus right, 83 power versus left. He's a 5-star player today. He has 92 power versus right, 95 power versus left for a second baseman. His contact's not even that bad. With the inside edge today, it's a 67 and a 74 respectfully. 72 fielding, not much speed, not much vision, because he does strike out a lot in real life. But like I said, if you want power at second base, Trevor Story is a really good option there. Last couple cards we're going to be looking at. First one of the Padres, Yogbanis Solardi. He's a lot like Brock Holt. Not as much as a good contact hitter, but he has secondary positions of first, third, short, left, and right. He's a switch hitter, so he's kind of like a mix between the Josh Harrison, the Brock Holt. Harrison's right-handed, Brock Holt's left-handed. But Yogbanis is a switch hitter. Really good vision, solid clutch, solid contact. Today's just a 3-star, so his attributes do not change. The last guy we're going to look at is Joe Panik. If you want a guy just to get the bat on the ball, Joe Panik is your option. Look at that contact tool. An 85 versus right, 94 versus left. Today he is a 5-star inside edge. So he is a 94 contact versus right, 99 contact versus left with a 90 vision and 81 clutch. Solid fielding at a 77 and a solid speed at 65. And he's actually, you'd think he'd be really expensive, but no, 460 stubs. And he has 99 contact versus left, and he has 94 versus right today. I was using Rod Carew for a while. He doesn't have the same speed as Rod Carew, because Rod Carew, I think, had 84 speed, but the contact tool is right up there with him. So those are my options for second base. If you guys have any other players that you really like that go for under 1,000 stubs, let me know in the comments down below so other people can look at other second basemen that they could use as well. And if you guys did enjoy this video, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. That's going to be it for it. I'll see you in the next one. Later.